Hello and welcome to the Metroidvania Review official stream. I am Professor Q, and I have here with me today Nick.
Hey everybody! Hey, you nailed it.
I did, for once. And this is the Last Faith exclusive prototype that they sent out to Kickstarter backers. They sent me a copy of this. It was very generous of them to give me a chance to play this. So this is completely blind. I did play into the next, or like the first screen, so that I could do a sound test, but that is as far as I went. So I want to adore the pixel art. I always have to acknowledge the artists that go behind these games, or that are behind these games, because they put a lot of work into these things. I don't think they get the respect that they deserve. Like, look at the detail on this statue. So I did already test out the controls. I kind of like how you, like, I don't know, wave dash or whatever. This is kind of a neat little dance that you could do.
Yeah, he's pulling a Michael Jackson.
Something interesting about it, though, is if you flip around, sometimes there's a little bit of animation lag. Like right there, I couldn't roll. And I don't know if they're planning on adding canceling later, or if that's going to be a dynamic you just have to pay attention to. Same thing applies to swinging. Like during swings, you can't jump. And I noticed... What's that?
On the Castlevania route.
Yeah, Castlevania had that a little bit. So yeah, jump canceling is probably going to be helpful. Although it doesn't look like I can. It doesn't look like jump canceling works in this game. Like during mid animation, I couldn't jump there. So maybe they don't have that. Now you can decide whether or not you think that's a good or a bad thing. I do notice that this game doesn't have stamina like most Souls-likes do. So it's very possible that this is kind of their way of mimicking that feel. I believe on the Kickstarter it says that this is supposed to be a Bloodborne-style Metroidvania. Whether or not that's their intention, I will let the developer advertise that. But that's what everybody's been talking about when they've talked about this game. And also, welcome, Metroidvania. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on with the game. We're moving into the area that I have not seen at all. The Secret Diary. Well, let's see what that is. Okay, I can no longer live with the secret. I opened that door and went downstairs on those small stairs that led me to what looked like some kind of dank cellar. I could hear the choked screams of men, and I was able to see one chained to a wooden beam without eyes. Fortunus William-esque state is a nest of horrors. I ran away, and I'm scared of this perfidious. I don't know if I know that word. I'm assuming it's promiscuous or simulated promiscuous. Wife has noticed me, or maybe like perceptive. Anyway, he's afraid that the wife saw him. I brought with me a strange vial that I found there. There seems to be blood inside. I've hidden it as well. I must show it to someone. I don't know who. Do we have the blood vial? Let's see what we got. I noticed that we started... Okay, healing injection. So that's similar to Bloodborne. And then mercury projectile. Oh, so instead of quicksilver, it's mercury.
Perfidious is an adjective meaning deceitful and untrustworthy. So this game is all about vocabulary.
I was about to say, I just learned a new word today. I've never seen that, actually. Colonel's blunderbuss. Alright. How do we shoot our gun? There we go. How many? Okay, so we do have the limited mercury shots there.
Don't waste them on boxes.
Okay, so I could have done what looks like maybe a visceral attack just then, but I did not.
Look at all that. Hold on, go back to that. Oh, he's probably gone now.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to respawn if this following Souls-like rules at all.
I was actually impressed by the blood. It like splattered on the wall behind him and on the ground.
That is something that Blasphemous didn't even do. Well, we'll find out again on this guy. Can we do a plunging attack? Nope.
This does remind me of Blasphemous. Oh, look at that guy.
Alright.
Oh, that didn't work, bro.
Yeah, no blood everywhere.
Oh, he just yeeted him right off of the cliff there.
You cannot swing upwards. You can grab cliffs. I don't know if it's worth using my bullets on this guy, but... am I getting souls or anything like that? I'm not seeing anything like that.
Trying to figure out if you can just avoid people.
Yeah, we better Nice. So, I don't know what these kills do, but they're kind of cool looking. Okay, so I'm not sure how good the hit style is in this game. Not as good as the Bloodborne, so you have to make sure that you don't combo yourself into getting stuck into an attack or getting locked into being hit. Bloodborne themed blasphemous. However, there is no. I did notice this as the first thing called Droth. There is no parry button in this game, just a dodge. So that's one less tool for making it too easy for you.
Parrying rarely makes things too easy for me. That's the mechanic that I ignore unless I have to.
I always ignore it on accident because I'm not good at it. Oh gosh, that guy can put spikes into the ground. I was not expecting that. Okay, watch his spikes. I always wonder how they do it so quickly. Like, that's lightning fast. That's a common enemy trope that they oh gosh.
Yeah, bury something down and then roots come up.
Yeah, that they can put their claws into the ground. Okay, some more bullets, which is good because I'm probably going to run into a situation where I need that soon. And I need to get rid of the text box so I can actually see what I'm doing. He dropped an item right in those spikes, and I don't know if those are instant death or not.
That looks like a save point.
You do kind of have a range attack in Blasphemous. The Clinic Letter. Extracts from the doctor's communication to the Council of the 12 regarding the epidemic updates. Letter from the hospital to the Minister of the Council of 12. Subject: insufficient space for sick patients. Dear Ministers, today is the 46th day since the beginning of the epidemic. As reported during the last medical bulletin, infections are increasing exponentially, and we are no longer able to accommodate further infected people to the Bethel Hospital departments. We are collapsing, in my opinion. Operational structures should be... I should be able to scroll... There we go. I wonder if the other letter had more info on it. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Operational structures should be installed directly in the configuration areas of the city's slums to prevent spreading of the infection in the uptown districts like wildfire. So it sounds like there's a little bit of class separation going on, as you would expect. We also need urgent action to dispose of the corpses. I report the next load of seriously sick patients will be leaving today at noon for the experiments in the academy. These new patients report scaly formations between their shoulders, snowy hair, and disfigured face, and have completely lost their minds. The Syria we have at our disposal continues its effectiveness on myself and my close collaborators. I await further communications from you. So the government is completely mishandling the whole epidemic, it sounds like, and using lower class people for experimentation, and they have some kind of resistance to it that they are not giving to other people other than the elite, it sounds like.
Hold on, man. Do you want to be famous? Because apparently, why the Batman 1084 can make you famous.
Oh boy.
That's what we've been doing wrong.
He knows that I don't have easy access to my delete button right now. It's
Why
not an open
Batman?
invitation.
If you're going to name your bot, why would you name it Why Batman?
I don't know why Batman. This
Also,
sounds really cool.
This game gets me to believe that if there was a pandemic, that they would funnel resources towards the wealthy communities rather than the poor communities to keep things contained within the poor communities. That would never happen. What? Totally unrealistic.
Not to get too political here, I'm just naming the politics of this game, or pointing out the politics of this game.
Wait, I'm not talking politics. I'm just talking about the game. Whoa, what was that?
I have a lightning spell now, and it uses mana, which I assume comes back. Oops.
Oh, that actually looks super cool. Can you, if they're pushed up against a wall, will it just, totally rock them because they don't get pushed out of range?
I don't know if it pushes them. Okay, this guy was hitting me back there. Whoops.
Every time you do that, you need to tell them that you find their lack of faith
disturbing.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think I got my potions back when I rested, so that's something to keep in mind.
We're going with the Bloodborne style.
Yeah, that's true.
AKA,
That makes sense if they would use the Bloodborne style since that's what they're going for.
everybody loves that.
I like how you can kind of hear the voices of people off in the distance. Electric powder. What is electric powder?
Maybe it's a single use. I bet it's something you put on your weapon.
Is it primary?
Electrical.
Oh, you're probably right. Yep, there we go. Fossilized animal when shattered. Releases powder in the form of gas. It looks like it might be for restoring mana. It's a lot of texts, and I don't know exactly what it does. Okay, so this does add electricity to your weapon, so we'll just grab that. Now the question is how do I use this? I didn't actually read the...
I think you probably just hit up on your D-pad.
There we go, let's see. Items, no, you switch items holding up. It's left trigger, that makes sense. What does right bumper do? Hold? I don't know what that does. Maybe it... Maybe it prevents me from... Okay, no. Oh, I don't know what that does. We'll find out, I guess. Just listening to the voices in the background.
Oh, I have the sound off.
Yeah, I actually didn't stream this for you, so sorry about that. You remember, there is no hit stun, doesn't seem like, so... Speaking of Bloodborne, there is no regeneration, so I can't be too reckless.
I tend to think that if they're taking Bloodborne path, that an enemy would have dropped a healing. Oh, there we go. Maybe that's what
that's projectiles, but those are useful for not getting hit. It's so shiny. I guess I need to either double jump or have some kind of claw or something to grapple that.
You can't, no, that wouldn't work.
And we got a split path here, and we have a map. Cool. That's something Bloodborne doesn't have. We need to start comparing this to Bloodborne because I don't know if the developer necessarily does that.
I don't know if you really needed a map for Bloodborne.
No, you didn't.
Terrible at those games, and I never got lost.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you execute.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a buff bonus. I don't know if I've been getting that the whole time or not. Okay, you can't just jump over people. It looks like there might be contact damage. I'm not quite sure on that one. Could just be imagining things. Oh, looks like this might be a boss. No, okay. Thought that was a nice open room. You look like you're gonna explode.
So the dev of this game previously made one game?
Which one?
Isn't the guy that made this game made a game previously?
I do not remember. It's very possible. They do look like they have a lot of talent, so that does suggest that they might have experience.
This is their first game. I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look at that! It's Batman.
Yeah, we got vampires in this game.
He showed up in the stream, and now he's in the game.
You want to be famous? Oops. Okay, gotta make sure I pay attention to what the range on that is. Oh, we got some healing. Oh, how come you got unlimited range? I guess I would if I was using my gun. Oh gosh, how strong is this guy?
When's he gonna run out of blood?
When are you gonna run out and fall apart?
When are you gonna run out and fall apart?
That's
classic.
So I'm still trying to... So I've been playing 8 Doors RM's Afterlife, and the dodge button is on the shoulders and not the circle button like in this game.
Of all the ways to execute somebody, just pushing them down and punching them in the face is... I think our character has some anger issues.
I'm more willing to accept it from this character, though, because we know nothing about his background. He's not ostensibly some kind of, like, penitent one or whatever.
He's actually a librarian. His name is Andrew. Andrew the librarian.
Been one time. Return your books in on time. Seems to be blocked by
man.
something.
I was gonna say, is that an elevator?
That is an elevator. Usually they do this with shortcuts, and you can't use the switch until you've activated the second part of it. Oh.
How are you gonna play
Nice
Mario
things
Odyssey?
Speech on the Beast. Let's see how long this is. Oh. Dear colleagues, as you can see, the wingspan, which measures 5.5 meters, could allow this cold one in a stable flight. The other cold species do not report such perfect development. They have premature wing structure. I believe that we are facing some sort of evolution from the recent mutations that many infected individuals are going through. So now they're clearly trying to make monsters, it sounds like, which makes sense. So this just restores your health. It does not restore your mana. And
I think hitting enemies gives you mana.
That would make sense. Dead Star. Is that a spell?
Looks like one.
Dark Spell. Does a little bit more damage. Little extra.
Game sure doesn't waste its time giving you tools to play with.
Yeah, no, I like that. It could just be a demo thing, but I do like getting things early on. Some games take a long time to really pick up. And you look like I could talk to you.
Yes, you. Hey. Who the hell are you?
Oh, he can talk. My main character can talk.
Talking to you. Can you understand my language?
Is that David Hayter?
What are you? A mercenary? Can you understand me?
Are you mocking me? Talk.
Okay, he's not David Hayter. Sounded a little bit like him on that
Sure
first
you're a
line.
mercenary.
I think it's somebody trying to channel David Hayter.
You look exhausted.
You must be crazy to be wandering around this
Metal
time of
Gear.
day. Why are you here? What do you want?
Come on, warrior. There's no disease, no infections, nothing at all.
Morning, Animator Rayar.
Come closer. I'll show you.
Why should I?
Why are we even talking to
Go
this guy
back
after we
inside.
violently killed everybody?
No one can do anything to me. I'm the king here. The king of the bison rib from the Valcourtipart valleys. Let me show you something.
Enough, old man. I don't have time to waste here. You want to risk your life? It's none of my business.
No. Don't go, I beg you. Great warrior. I read it from your hands, from your cloak. Let me show you my knives. They're very sharp. I even cut the bones of the wild beasts from the eastern lands. Let me offer you my salted meat, at least. Or one of my dishes based on Zaidberg Dano's blood. Or my delicious sausages.
Well, that went a different direction than I was
They are
expecting.
I don't
Travelers ask me
Hey
for
man, you want my
something else
jerky?
as the cleric.
I guess.
Oh, man, I'm leaving.
Have I gotten any money at this point? I guess we'll leave him awake. Or alive? Awake. We'll just put him to sleep. We put people to sleep in this game. We don't...
It's like, no. Let me hit you with my dream stick.
All that red stuff on the ground is just waking juice. Also, welcome, Anime RR.
It's their, you're hitting them and they're spilling their Red Bull everywhere.
Red Bull, yeah. That's stuff keeping them awake. Don't read notes when there's a flea man cutting after you. Jeez.
Help! I want the little stabby knife.
Oh gosh, his name is Faceless Child. That's terrible.
Oh, geez.
I'm just gonna skim read this and...
He looked like a Kyle.
Okay, so the carriages are no longer in operation because of the pandemic.
What? That's nuts. Just wear a mask.
I guess they're calling it... Oh! Is this how we do bosses in this game?
Oh, dude.
No,
No build-up.
Oh gosh, this is the axe.
It could just be a normal enemy.
No, it looks like we're just trapped in here. Okay, so this is...
Did you think that was going to hurt him going all the way down? Because that's kind of what I expected.
Yeah, that's what I expected too. Oh no, my face! Can I roll past this guy so I can get rid of the bomber?
I still love that I hear your reactions like a second before they happen. I hear, oh no, my face, and then you get clobber-robbered.
Okay, I apparently do have a dodge limit. Oh no, I must have been like attacking. I think we established that at the beginning of the game that was an issue. Oh no!
All right. You are dead.
Oh gosh, and the limit to the potions is going to be a problem. I can already tell. What?
When you
Oh,
get
the
up
old
at your-
dude's gone.
When you get up at your save point, you get up real slow and languid, like you're waking up from a long night of drinking.
So the butcher's gone now.
I bet he shows up somewhere. Oh,
He actually had a pretty good recipe there. It sounded like, or an interesting one at least.
well, all that blood. Is he dead now? Is he just gone?
Okay, you do take fall damage, so no jumping off of cliffs anymore.
I don't know about fall or Metroidvania. Yeah, a little stabby McStabberson right here is.
Well, he dropped a healing injection. That was nice. Fall damage is it's uncommon, but not unheard of.
Yeah, but any game where you can't see the bottom of stuff, I tend to find it annoying.
Did they get rid of the big guy, or did I kill the big guy? Nope, he's just back there. No, thank you for letting me. Oops, I should have gotten that buff. I need to quit spamming my attacks in case that happens. All right, 1, 2, run. Okay, that was not working. Oh gosh. Okay, so there's definitely. Oh, shockwave hits you. That's good to know. I'm not really seeing that you lose anything on death at this point either.
Yeah, I think this is probably more of a classic way of doing it.
Yeah, it seems that way, except the classic way would give me my items back.
That is true.
Come closer, warrior.
You can't buy anything at the save point, can you? I guess you're not really collecting any currency, are you?
So you know how that butcher was telling me to come closer? This enemy just told me to come closer too. I don't know if there's going to be a currency system and they just haven't implemented it yet. Okay, you gotta be really careful how you dodge because I meant to roll forward, and
He's just wrecking your house.
if you aren't jamming your controller forward, you don't roll forward. I'm like hesitant to use my healing items. We're gonna have to get good without using healing items soon here.
I wonder if there's a base number that they take you back up to.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
That's pretty unforgiving otherwise. I mean, if you die to a boss and you color your healing items, that'll get very punishing very quickly.
Okay, so he does that. How come I didn't use the item? Use it. I always love the electric effect. It's got the blood electric effect. Get out of there.
That looks like they put 2 oversized arms on a giraffe.
Giant patron. Okay, we got the elevator. So, okay, when we try to use the elevator switch, it said something is jamming it. Can we not see that there's a lock on it? That happens.
We don't have locks where we live.
I guess not. Not on switches anyway. All right. Yeah, that is kind of like classic Metroid style. Now that you mention it. Okay, now what?
Nothing happened.
Huh?
Did it open up that staircase to the left?
No.
No,
I totally expected the elevator to just work. Is this not the elevator? I guess we'll go down. It's interesting. It takes you right to the bottom of the ladder when you climb down.
I feel like the elevator must go up
the-
because it.
There may have been a glitch. That can happen.
Early access.
Yeah, beta.
Oh man, this is not a fast elevator.
I think we're hitting a little bit of a bug here. So,
Stream.
I guess we can talk about other thoughts on the demo while we're waiting for this to finish.
I don't like how slow the elevators are.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this isn't intentional, so you can't hold it against it.
Wait a minute. leave the sound up. Are they playing a song about something being a thrill?
No. So I heard a chain sound that suggests to me that maybe it should have gotten to its destination by now. I don't necessarily want to start the demo over again, but I'm feeling like that might be a more engaging activity at this point.
Can you reload a save?
No, actually, all of my controls are locked up. I can't do anything. Alt F4 probably works.
Why is the thing going down so fast and up so slow?
Well, we're going to give it until it goes past the top of that thing. If it doesn't just zip up to the top, I'm going to go ahead and Alt F4 and try. But I do want to comment that I do like the pixel art. The pixel art looks fantastic. I love the atmosphere. I like the little floaty things in the air. Kind of adds a nice...
The angel on the right, that definitely gives me real strong, like, the horrors from Bloodborne.
Here's a question. Like, before the city went, like, crazy, who built that statue there? Like...
I don't know,
I guess
this
is a cemetery, yeah. I don't know. How many cemeteries do you see, like, angels ducking down like that?
I don't know. I don't really go to cemeteries very often.
That's true. Well, all the cemeteries I've been here in the U.S. aren't like that. I wonder how the ones in Europe are.
Did you quit out, or did the screen just go black?
Oh, I just went Alt F4.
Oh, all right.
It should be coming back soon. You should see the game. If you don't, there you go. Yeah, it's coming up. All right, let's see if... nope. It looks like we got to start from the beginning. That's a shame.
Well, that's...
Oh, wait, there's a... We'll see what happens. All right, well, we'll give this another shot. If anything like that happens again, we'll go ahead and switch to something else.
Well, that's just part of the game, man. That's this game's gimmick, is elevators run in real time.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, I don't... The elevator was definitely glitched initially, so I don't know. So this is the Templar Nightfall, and apparently I need that weapon in order to do the buff, which I've never pulled off, but we're a little better this time going through, so let's see how fast we can get through this. Yeah, let's get both of these guys. Let's see how long they stay in that state.
I wonder if time continues as normal while you're doing executions. Like if there's other enemies on the screen, keep attacking.
Good question. Oh, I'm full of bullets, so let's go ahead and try. What? It's a shotgun. Okay, I guess I wasn't quite expecting that.
Yeah, it's a blunderbuss. That's what a shotgun is.
I guess I didn't read that appropriately. For some reason, I thought it was going to be a rifle. But with that in mind...
Like, I don't actually know what a blunderbuss is, but it's just like a... something that you load, like, silverware into and then shoot it out like a cannon. It seems like the items are fairly random. You didn't get a fire powder last time, did you?
Yeah, that's pretty common for Souls-like games. Alright, the blunderbuss is useless, in my opinion. It only did 35 damage. This does 55 at a longer range. I'm guessing that maybe in the final version, the blunderbuss will hit multiple times at close range, but it didn't seem to do that.
Maybe it staggers enemies?
It could be a staggering thing.
Yeah, that was a...
Did he go straight into visceral attack mode when I hit him with it? I didn't notice.
Don't you?
That might be the gimmick. Now that I'm actually used to the controls, we can kind of get through this. I'm probably not going to let that guy talk when I get back to him, but maybe we can hear that one voice clip where it sounded like Solid Snake. I wonder if you unlock a plunging attack like you do in Blasphemous. The contact damage throws me off just a little bit. I feel like it might be a good idea to reconsider doing that with this game. And I used the healing item when I knew this was coming.
I mean, it makes sense, but if it's just a normal enemy.
Since you don't respawn your potions when you rest, the contact damage might be a little too brutal. Just a thought. But so far, it hasn't been a major. Like, I haven't really been suffering to have healing items at this point. Okay, so this is something also that throws me off. On the right side of the screen, you have your secondary and you have your primary on the left side. Yet down at the bottom left, you push right to switch your primary and left to push your secondary. That's a little strange.
Oversight.
I don't know if it was an oversight or maybe one person designed the menu and another person designed the HUD. But I think in the final version, I would recommend swapping those two.
My blood falls onto the background. That's really impressive. You know, for something that's purely aesthetic.
Yeah, no, I like that. It's very nice. Very nice to see blood everywhere.
I love splatters on the background.
We're horrible people. Okay, if I remember correctly, going down is where what led to progress.
So fun gaming story. I still remember to this day, I was playing, I want to say it was Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And there was a guy standing in a building, and I took out my sniper rifle, and I shot him in the face. And his, like, blood and brains splattered onto the wall behind him. And that blew me away. I was like, that is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. And then later I was like, I am really desensitized to violence.
Yeah. It's funny how that works. So there's basically no reason to go this way first other than to get fire powder, which may be helpful against that bat thing. So I think we will use it on the bat this time.
Your silver bullets, as soon as you shot him with those, he went into stagger mode. I tend to wonder if specifically vampire-y enemies are particularly vulnerable to
the mercury
bullets, yeah.
Anyway, this game is fun enough that going through this section again doesn't seem like a chore.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not totally upset that that happened. Although if it happens again, like I said, oh, there we go. So the sword gets the blood buff.
Is there a timer on it, or I wonder if it's a number of hits?
It's
wow, you're doing
hits.
That's an interesting mechanic. I like that.
That is
and he gave
awesome.
you two blood injections. I wonder if boosting your weapon up like that increases the chance that you'll get a healing item.
I wonder. I'm betting we get like a grappling hook at some point.
Oh, yeah. It was definitely
maybe that's what
grapple.
this is.
Oh. Wonder if he'll get up once you pull that out.
Skull cleaver. Sweet. Well, glad I decided to explore a little bit more this time. Let's see if that does anything with this. Well, they broke the chandelier.
Oh.
Chandelier hate this morning.
It worked hard on that.
Wow, that does pretty good damage. I think 15 more damage than my regular sword. Oops.
Can you supercharge it, though?
I don't actually. Oh gosh, I have not tried holding on the button this whole time. That's kind of cool. I wonder how the other weapon does. That's interesting that it automatically switched my weapon. I haven't done this the whole time. That might have made things different. Sometimes when I make criticisms, the problem is that I need to get good. What were you saying?
I don't think it's going to speed up the elevator.
Probably not. Alright, let's
Supercharge your sword. I'm curious if a supercharged sword always drops healing items.
Oh, yeah, if I could get it. Oh, you were asking whether or not I could put the blood on the axe. I don't know. That's a good question. It said specifically in the... or I mentioned the sword specifically in the tooltip. Or the tutorial thing.
It's a good way to make you switch back to a weapon that you can normally use.
Alright, we're going to want to use... Let me get up here so he can't get me. I don't think he can get me up here. Get the fire powder out. I'm going to go ahead and use that on this thing. There we go.
Yeah,
damage. That's more like it. Oh. Okay, so you don't hit with the backslash. Oop. Oh yeah, we did this already. I like how ripping off the head is part of that.
I think that's the Doom thing. Not most, but a lot of the Doom Eternal and Doom animations involve ripping heads off.
That fire buff lasted a pretty good while. Managed to use it on that. I like the idea that a buff doesn't have a time limit. I like the idea that it's based off of the number of times you swing.
Then you don't feel rushed.
Yeah, I actually really like that idea, and I think that should be done more often. Oh, we have a limit to how many healing injections we can even carry. I can't remember, is this a journal? This was a journal. Hopefully that healing item stays there. Like, after you touch it, does it go away? Let's find out. Okay, stays there, cool. So we'll save that for later. Dead Star. Get that back out, that was useful. Although I think on that one boss, a ranged attack is probably going to be better than... I don't think I want to equip 2 spells. I want to make sure I have at least a gun on my bar, in case I need to switch to it quickly. I'm going to see what happens if I attack this guy this time.
Who the hell are you?
No, I just wanted to play the David Hayter thing, and we'll skip past the rest of this.
Enough.
Okay, you can't kill him. So, that is one less Souls-like thing that this game does not have. You can't kill every NPC, which is good, because you can't accidentally do it that way, which is probably a good idea for a 2D game where you have more space to accidentally do that. Oh, I was pushing the button too many times. Don't spam your attacks, you might get a bonus.
Stab you!
Okay, I definitely like the sword more for these guys. Although it does do a lot of damage, so that's nice.
Was he famous because he was wearing a mask, or did he legitimately not have a face?
I don't know. So it's not letting me switch my item. That might be another glitch with the... Yeah, it won't let me cycle through my items. That may be another demo glitch. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna let Mr. Bomber guy come closer. Nope, they're both gonna walk towards me. Plan's not gonna work. Oh, that's my gun.
If you can special hit the first guy, the non-boss enemy, you could use the supercharged weapon.
Yeah, unfortunately they're like sitting right next to each other. Okay, that doesn't pierce like I was expecting it to.
It does so much damage.
Enemies don't hurt each other, which sometimes is a Souls-like thing. I have one, there's one game that I was playing called Lost to Time where enemies killed each other more than I killed them. It was hilarious.
Games that let you do that, it becomes a valid tactic.
It felt glitchy in this game. Now, with that said, it definitely was my main tactic, was trying to get them to hit each other. Alright. I need to get better at weapon switching, it looks like.
Should switch to your sword and critical hit somebody so you can see if a healing item comes up.
I'm really curious whether or not the axe can get that though, so I would like to test that.
I think, yeah, this guy it gave you the prompt.
I got a healing injection just now, but although I think that guy might give it to you automatically because it's right next to a checkpoint. And they don't want to lock you into a situation where you don't have at least one healing item, I think. They had a couple of parts like that in Bloodborne. Which is how you kind of manage the inability to replenish those things. And I wasted my electric powder on this. Is this guy in the front this time? Seems kind of random whether or not the...
Yeah, it's a little odd having enemies show up.
Okay, well, I'm out of mana, so I might as well use my bullets on this guy while I can. The axe is probably the better choice here. Oh gosh, it does so much damage.
Man,
hurts me so much. Okay.
And your healing items don't heal you for all that much.
Half of it looks like it. Yeah, you gotta be really careful. The sword might be a better choice on this guy, just so you have...
So you can get one hit in and then get out.
Yeah. Less lag. Okay,
Critical hit.
I need to not get greedy. Oh no! I am so surprised I'm still alive. Let's get to the other side of this guy.
They're drinking all your healing items like they're chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk.
There we go.
And he gave me one back, so we broke even. Maybe they expected me to get on or hit the elevator switch. Well, let's see what happens this time. It's possible that something with my hardware configuration or whatever is preventing this from doing what it's supposed to. Okay, I can now hear in the background that there is an elevator coming, which I probably just didn't notice last time.
Yeah, but if it's moving at the speed that this one down here was moving, then it's never going to get down here.
Yeah. And that may be the end of this game for today.
Go to the left instead of going down. Maybe that'll have a different effect.
Like, I can hear the elevator moving, and my guess is it's probably moving slowly, and that's why we're not seeing it.
And it automatically moves it all the way down when you leave screen.
So
it's just the elevator is not. Yeah, that's got to be what's happening. I'd bet $1,000 is going to move slow.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, all right. Vote in the comments, guys. Do you want to sit through this and just chat while we wait for this, or do you want me to try I can put on SJ9 or SJ19 Learns to Love and play that blind, or I can show off mini Metroidvania. Or I could start the demo that I was going to start next week, although I kind of wanted to do that fresh so that the developer would know that I was starting it. That's a good question. So the switch just flipped backwards so I could bring it back. If I tab out, what's going to happen? Is it going to keep going? Or does it freeze?
Oh, it's better.
Tabbing out speeds it up. What the heck? All right, I'm going to watch the stream until I'm up at the top of the elevator.
What a thrill.
What the heck? So it doesn't work as long as the game is active, but it's working right now. Okay. Tab me back in.
Sit through that at the normal speed.
Oh my gosh, that was not what I was expecting to happen. All right, just don't die. Let's find the checkpoint. Void Impaler. That sounds amazing. It's well,
Here.
this is awesome. I like the combo too.
Yeah, it's super flurry-ish. Although keep in mind, enemies move through your combos, so if they're wailing on you while you're doing that.
Yeah, no, you gotta be careful, but the range is gonna be really nice for all that contact damage stuff, so. Well, now we have a strategy.
Poke and run, and poke and
Poke
run.
and run, poke and run.
Poke.
More healing injections. All right, well, we're going to continue now. I am very happy that tapping out strategy worked. Welcome, Silverant.
So I was watching a video explaining all the weapons in Monster Hunter Rise, and whenever he'd be describing a weapon that you stab with, he wouldn't say stab, he'd say poke. So every time he did a combo, he'd be like, so this one's poke, 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 / poke, 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 poke. And
Nice.
he did that for the whole video, and I found it so amusing.
Oh my gosh, look at this, look at this. Stupid chair. What am I doing? What am I doing? I just... that restores your mana, cool.
Oh.
That's what I get for running past things and tapping the Y button. Stupid chair!
You need to work every chair now.
There is no chair that's going to survive my wrath at this point.
You pick up and throw the candelabra?
Okay, I have a feeling that when I grab this thing, something's going to happen. Yep.
This
It's
is
the grappling hook. Hooray! Oh, that's what the right trigger's for. I'm actually really surprised there's not a rolling boulder or something. Oh, nope, you have to use the Y button. I am slightly disappointed by that. I was hoping it was going to be the right trigger. Salts of Fire. That sounds interesting. I'm really wondering... Wow! That is cool.
Looks like a little nuclear blast.
Yeah, no reason to use that since we're already full health. Now I want to use that on an enemy. A lot of fun tools you get.
Yeah, I like the powers.
I like how frequently they give them to you in the demo. I don't know if that's going to stay that way. Oh gosh.
I wonder if you can
It's the
throw...
gargoyles from Dark Souls.
Oh, it is. I wonder if you can throw items like the chairs and the barrels at enemies and do damage.
I'm going to try not to use any health items until I'm sure that I can
Oh yeah, for sure. Learn their pattern.
learn their pattern a little better. And that fire attack did a lot of damage to them.
Yeah, considering how little damage you're doing with your normal attack.
Yeah, well I am using... I think this is the weakest weapon I have for damage, which makes sense.
Oh,
Longer
yeah,
range, weaker
yeah.
damage. You do not get... Oh, I just noticed that your face, like, Doom guy faces as you get damage. Have you noticed that?
Oh, in the upper left, yeah. I like that. Doom guy face.
That's the official term. You don't get back a whole lot of mana when you hit things. I wonder if that's different depending on what weapon you use. Oh, I didn't throw all the chairs. I have failed this stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. This is unwatchable now. Yeah, I want to see you Donkey Kong a barrel into somebody.
Gosh, okay. We gotta use all of that on one gargoyle, I think. Although they might Ornstein and smoke it up and get more powerful when one of them dies, yeah. But I'm gonna go with, this is more similar to the gargoyles from the first Dark Souls and Demon Souls. Am I even getting mana back? I don't think I am. Let's try a regular sword and see if we get mana back. Nope. That is not bringing back mana. I'm not sure it brings back mana. Maybe they realized that the Falcon Punch...
Gems.
Maybe they realized the Falcon Punch was too powerful for this fight and they didn't want you spamming it.
But I want to Falcon Punch.
Definitely don't want to use any healing items until I'm really sure I can do this.
It's going fairly well.
Yeah, they seem pretty discernible patterns.
Yeah, not very aggressive.
Okay. Oh, we gotta do this. We gotta do this. Take his bat
Oh
wings.
yeah.
Take his bat wings. Put him on my back. Okay.
Put him on my back.
Like, oh, it gave you mana back. That's cool. All right. Falcon Punch. This is fun. I like this.
You're probably safe with yeah.
not the hardest boss ever, but man, it's stylish.
Yeah, no, I dig it.
Oh, I'm out of mana.
Not all games have to be bonkers hard all the time.
No, I agree. Although those who want this for the Souls-like may be disappointed by that. But no, I think that was cool. Boss defeated. One nice thing about not getting things back at bonfires is I feel no incentive to go back to the bonfire right now, or the checkpoint.
Unless that mana gem regenerates in that statue.
That's true. The statue does regenerate that. But we'll move forward. I don't see too much reason to. Did we ever go down? Is this where we came in? This doesn't look completely... Yeah, I wasn't able to throw barrels until I got to that other area, so it doesn't look completely familiar to me. However, we do have this grappling hook now, so there's a bunch of places we can go now.
Your character has an almost perfect hourglass shape.
Yeah, I was noticing he was a little top-heavy. Oh, I should have thrown that barrel! I'm disappointed in myself. That was the perfect opportunity.
And Donkey Kong him.
Oh, you can't look down. Yeah, I don't want to jump down.
I'd be okay.
But, by the way, this is one of my favorite things to include in your Metroidvania, the ability to look up or down. Thank you for including that.
Oh man, that guy sure looks like a blasphemous enemy.
Nope, don't fall down with him. No, I was trying to avoid that. I was trying to take advantage of my position.
Oh man, he has so many frames of animation.
Don't. hit the button too many times.
I don't like it.
Stop. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, stop. Okay, apparently that last hit happens automatically. That or I'm just doing it way wrong. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We don't seem to lose anything when we die, so. And
I like his little tickly tentacles.
That was an awesome boss to start.
I have the high. Did not work out.
Thankfully, he doesn't come back, which I wouldn't have expected, but just to be sure. I am glad I didn't go down first, because I would have had to go all the way back up that elevator again to... Although, as is, I'm going to have to go down the elevator anyway.
I swear, when you go up and down the ladders, it looks like you're wearing a corset.
How many hate points does this thing have? Okay, my boring strategy of standing up on top of him would have taken forever. I probably should use a different weapon on this guy. I'm going to get the axe and
It gives you a lot of time to wail on him. Crush his skull.
Oh, oh, oh.
Not his jangles. Oh.
I like how that's apparently the thing that was alive in that creature was the stuff in his stomach.
You're right. Like he was a big suit of armor, or no?
Yeah,
he was probably
an Edgar suit.
Yeah.
The high ground. Yes.
Yeah, Edgar.
Something you'll know about me is if I can find some way to exploit the AI, I will take it. That was a stylish dodge. I didn't even mean to do that.
Whoa.
But it was cool looking. This game has a lot of style.
You should switch to your sword and try to do more critical attacks to get your sword up so you can refill your healing items.
Yeah, if that's how that works. We don't know if that's for sure the way it works or not.
Oh no, an elevator!
Yeah, well, I know how to get down them now, and thankfully the Twitch stream lets me know how far I've gotten. Alright, here we go. Zoop.
I love that it's every elevator.
I'm tabbed out right now. I guess that's how you have to do this. That's interesting. I wonder if it's like my graphics card or something that's just like, oh, I can't handle this elevator, but as long as it's processing behind the scenes, it works. The interesting thing, though, is that OBS is streaming it perfectly.
Yeah, that's real weird. That's a weird glitch.
Yeah, but whatever. It works. We found a way past it, and I'm glad we did. I did not want to end on that note. And I'm glad we didn't, because that was a cool boss.
Yes.
And up we go. Actually, oh, never mind. This is a item. I thought this was going to be progress. Electric powder. Right, I remember seeing one there, and I remember seeing one in the basement. Maybe there was two in the basement? Let's go to the basement. Let's see. I think we can go to the right, but let's get the one in the basement real quick. See what that item is. Maybe it's a weapon, maybe it's not. So there's a shortcut there if I don't want to fight Batman again. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and take it, because I don't want to fight Batman again.
He has $1 million that he needs to move to the United States, but he needs your help. So if you give him your bank account number, he'll go ahead and transfer the money into your account.
Those scams are the best. And by the best, I mean the worst, but like it's amazing. It's amazing how well they work.
Well, I think it's just numbers. You send that email to 1 million people, and even if it only takes one of 1 million that's big enough sucker to go for it, you still got a sucker that was, dumb enough to go for it. Not dumb enough. Gullible. Trusting. There we go.
Trusting. That's the word.
So Kalgroth wants to know if you'd consider the grapple hook a key.
Yeah, I think this is probably a key situation. It's similar to, I think it's less similar to Blasphemous, because Blasphemous, it just sort of happened when you used it. I'm going this way because why not? Okay, so you can stun enemies. Nice. Apparently you could just jab attack them if they're very still. Oh, okay. I guess I didn't notice this one. Good thing I went this way. Maybe this is progress. I think the progress is to the right.
I will be right back.
Alright, explosive candle sounds cool. Wow. That does even more damage than the Falcon Punch, and the Falcon Punch was doing tons of damage. So, yeah, I don't know. Is the Grappling Hook a key in Metroid? Because it's a similar principle. You have objects that you can only interact with, or that the item can only be used with criteria that exists in the environment. This is a little bit more limited. No skill involved here. You just tap the button and you're up. So that does make it a little bit different from Metroids, but debating whether or not it's a key gate or a movement ability, I think principally it's similar. Either way, it's fun in this game. Oh, yeah, we don't want to jump off the edge. I want to try out this candle, but I also don't want to waste all my mana. Alright, let's try it. Oh! Oh, that's cool. I wonder how many of these items are like endgame items that are just showing off for the demo. Well, this, that's true, you can technically kill enemies with the Metroid grapple beam, although I don't know why you would. This, spear makes things substantially easier. Oh my gosh, the big guy's there. I don't really see any reason to kill him because you don't get anything from him, so let's just go ahead and go up.
Nothing behind him.
Yeah, nothing behind him. He's not going to drop another key. We don't get experience points in this game so far, so... Alright, so you cannot grab ledges that don't have a definitive edge to them. Let's grab this real quick. Alright, so it looks like we have two options. We can go down or up. I always choose to go up because it's easier to go down than up. That's usually, when you don't know where you're going to go, going up is usually a good choice. Okay, so you can't break those. So, they're just a trap. So apparently, whoa, whoa! That was my face.
Oh.
Ow.
You can just eat him off.
Yeah, I wish I could swing upwards right now.
That's interesting. When he got to the ledge there, he got there like a third of the way into his jump, and then he just dropped right to the ground. So I don't think they can jump off ledges.
No, they can't. It's probably so you can't exploit them too easily. Well then, I need to learn how to fight these things because he just ripped me to shreds. Were you watching when I used the candle ability?
No.
I don't know if I have enough mana for it. I should probably switch to my gun so I can shoot this thing instead of it hitting me in the face. Nope, can't hit it. I guess we'll just let it jump at me first, and then stab.
You can throw the barrel at him.
Oh, I should have thrown the barrel at him. You're right. I was too focused on dodging him. I have no reason to kill this thing other than the slight chance it might drop a healing item. Is this another boss? Nope. It's one of you guys.
And also because you cannot suffer a heretic to live. Oh, poor guy couldn't go downstairs.
Yeah, actually, that's going to be something I'm taking advantage of right now. Because why not?
On the high ground doesn't mean anything.
Oh, gosh. I'm going to use the axe because it's going to take less time. They should probably make this guy capable of going down the stairs at least. I kind of understand the principle of not allowing enemies to fall off cliffs so that they don't accidentally do it too often, but it's maybe... What just happened? Oh, wait. Oh. Although you did just give me an idea. There we go. Let's get some mana back. Yeah, that's literally what the creature is. It's tentacles controlling that thing. I like the effect of the papers flying up. It's kind of neat.
Oh yeah, that's kind of cool.
Come on, do your fire. Oh, this one's gonna fly. Oh gosh! Oh no!
He can go down cliffs.
He needs to follow me all the way down because I'm not fighting him up on that ladder. This is a good weapon for aerial attacks. Oh. Except when it seems to freeze sometimes. It's a beta. It's a beta. I love the... For some reason, the ripping off of the wings seems to be the...
If there's a dangle part, he's gonna rip it off. He loves ripping things off.
He likes dangly parts. Electric powder. Okay, we better go back to the spear for this. Nope, this guy comes to the edge. That works for me. I am willing to do all of that. Okay, let's find out if we can get this on my... Oh, we have to have the other sword. Darn it. Alright, well, shoot! He does eventually get out of it. Alright, well, it looks like we want to have the sword equipped.
Yeah.
In case that happens. Because that is way too good. But we did discover that that is exclusive to that sword, at least for the demo's purposes anyway.
Good to know. I'm sure he doesn't grab you. Maybe go back down for fighting you.
Although I'm going to be honest, I would much rather have the axe.
Oh, that's interesting. He can't get down here. Oh no,
He couldn't get down there. He figured it out. I'm going to go look over here in case there's a checkpoint over here. Looks like a shortcut at least.
I don't think Dark Souls paused the game when you went into the menu either.
No, that's something that they all take from Dark Souls, and they fail to realize that that's because it's an online game.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
So I don't know why it needs to be in a single-player game, and I would recommend making it pause. That's just my opinion. All the suburbs of Mithringle, northwest and south fractions are in state of urban isolation. So more information about the infection. They're going to call it the infection instead of the pandemic. And food supplies are guaranteed by the city administrations and all the public buildings. Okay. Alright, so basically they're enforcing a quarantine. Come here. Oh no, I'm so almost dead. And I'm surprised I'm not actually dead. I'm gonna use it just to show you the ability because it's cool. Pow.
Oh, that was cool.
Also, it was a good to use in that situation. Alright, I think we can safely fight these bats. Just gotta let them attack you first and ignore them because they can't go off the edge. I'm gonna take advantage of the edge here. Please give me a healing item or a checkpoint right after you would be very nice. Okay, we want to do this. This is a good time to test this actually.
I wonder if missed strikes count against your total hits.
It does not.
Oh.
So basically it's just a damage buff. And with that in mind, I think I'm going to stick with the axe, if that's all it is.
Yeah, that's too bad. That actually, I feel like that would make this weapon more interesting. If you got a healing item every time you used it.
It's possible that they plan on adding the blood effect to all weapons. It's just only on that sword for now. That would make the most sense to me. Because it seems weird to have that be an exclusive ability for that. And this guy's going to hit me. The contact damage is going to kill me as soon as I get up. Oh, he actually fell down. I am surprised by that. Apparently, he can't handle being in the same space as me. Okay, we're going to try and electrocute this guy. Wow, he has more than 200 hit points. Can I even get through this? Oh! Apparently that screeching thing is an AoE. Oh man, that's a long walk back. Does this thing mark checkpoints on the map? So purple areas look like they're checkpoints. Okay, well, let's try again. Now we don't have any healing items, so this is going to be much more difficult. But we do know that we can just avoid enemies, so that is probably going to be my strategy. Although this Fleeman's probably going to throw a wrench in that.
That might be why there's so much contact damage, because it's their way of keeping you from running past enemies.
Yeah. Get up. I pushed the button once and it didn't work and I was a little afraid there. Okay, so we haven't gone down yet, and it doesn't look like there's an exit on the map down, so let's try down real quick. We need to address this guy before. Okay.
It seems like every time he hits you, he grabs you.
Yeah, that's his shtick. Come on, do it. I need to not get cornered in that alcove. Okay, there we go. Mana back.
You know what would be nice is if we got a healing spell. So
Yeah.
critical
Well, that
hitting
would be-
enemy is also health through the healing spell.
I kind of feel like they should just reduce the number of potions down to 3 and make them respawn at checkpoints. This is another mana statue. They're probably going to give me a spell. Because why else would they put the mana statue there?
But that's a wave of ice surging across the ground.
I'm willing to bet. Let's try it since the thing's right there. It's cool that they have like the ice around the body though. That's kind of neat. It seems okay. I'm not impressed by it, but it doesn't use very much mana, so... Like, compared to the other two abilities that I've been using up until now, the Falcon Punch and the Electric Wave, I am going to say that those two are way more impressive than that. But I can also spam this one, so... Considering I have such few hit points, I may keep it in my toolbar for a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, please be a healing item. And with that, I have to break everything because I got an item from one thing. Because that's the rule. Come on. Okay, I can just stab him from here. It doesn't look like I'm stepping forward when I attack, so I don't think I have to worry about...
Poke, poke, poke.
Yeah, well, poke, poke, poke. So I'm going to go ahead and say that again. Just a recommendation for the developer if they watch this is it's nice when you have a single player game you can pause. If you can make an argument for why you can't pause this game other than Dark Souls did it, then I'm happy to hear it, but I recommend putting the pause in. Because I don't...
Sometimes it's like in survival horror games, they don't let you pause to go into your menu. Well, when they don't, it's to increase tension because you're always in danger.
Right.
That's not fair.
I mean, you could kind of make that argument here. I am not going... If that's their... If they consider that part of their artistic vision, I'm not going to, like... I don't know. I won't necessarily, like, reduce the score of the game just because you can't pause. It's just an inconvenience.
They definitely need to fix the switching system if that's the route they're going to go.
Yeah. There we go. Demon Souls does the same thing, but... Oh, yeah. Gotta get down from here. Oh, not like that! Get down. The design of this enemy is really creepy, like the way the entrails just kind of hang off its body.
Oh, I didn't even realize what that was.
Yeah, it's half a body flying around.
So they're basically zombie vampires.
It's interesting that they're doing like a bat thing.
That could just be this area, too.
That's true. Bloodborne kind of did the werewolf thing, though, so... It's a different monster that they could base their game around. It's kind of neat. Oh yeah, I can't go that way because of the thing. Every hit, just out of range. That's okay, we're gonna do this anyway. Come on, healing on it. Give me a healing on it. Culta called this Metroid style, and actually that's kind of true. The difference is that instead of the healing items healing you immediately, they heal you at your leisure. I thought this had more upward slash to it. Maybe I was wrong.
So who would win, this guy or Samus?
It's gonna be the topic every time, isn't it? Probably Samus. Samus has a gun that's infinite. This guy doesn't, so she could just
yeah, he'd be
go to the
wailing
other
on
side of the room.
with his spear and just be tinking off. She could take a nap and you wouldn't be able to do anything.
Plus she's got a speed booster and a screw attack that she can just jump into him and slice him in half with.
Rip him in pieces, yeah.
I should totally do... That would be a hilarious YouTube show. Like, who would win at a fight, but it's like completely unfair every time.
Always.
And the videos are like 2 minutes long, and it's like all like set up, and then like it happens, and she's just like, and then it's like over. It's like, well, there you go.
do Hollow Knight and explain all their powers in extreme detail and how
Right.
they link up with each other, and in the end, she just stomps on him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like zoomed in on both of them, and then like it zooms out, and he's a bug, and she's, Samus. Oh, great! That'd be hilarious. Wonder how much traction that show would get.
Like,
I'd have
it's one of those things where there's only so many times you could do it before it would lose them. Well, I say that, but a lot of videos are literally just the same thing every time.
I'd have to get somebody to animate that. Oh man, if I get money to spend on things like that, I would totally commission somebody to do the animation for the channel.
That's great.
That's hilarious.
Like the flying enemies are like, no fair, come back.
I'm gonna go use this checkpoint because it's shorter distance. Oh no!
There's an item you walked past. Oh, and then you died.
Hey, guess what? The elevator's not there. Well, at least the elevator is exactly where we need to be. We just have to tab out to get up. Oh, gosh. Well, you don't lose anything from death in this demo, so nothing lost, nothing gained, I guess. I'm gonna go use that other checkpoint though, so I don't have to tab out every time I use it. Not to mention the wait time.
I like the website for this game is thelastfaithgame.com.
Yeah.
No more faith games after this.
I'm sure that thelastfaith.com is something completely different.
Oh, yeah. Now I have to know. I got to know.
I'm not encouraging anybody to try that. What is the company's name?
The Last Faith is a book.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. Goodness. Well, that's our fail for the stream today. Okay, so apparently you get bullets from breaking boxes. I have not seen any healing items from breaking boxes yet. I should probably use my gun more. Having only 10 shots kind of makes me feel a little bit more conservative about it, especially when mana seems to come back from other sources.
So this was developed by Kumi Souls Games.
Kumi Souls.
Oh, and they have made multiple other games.
What are some of the other games they've made?
Hold on, I'm saying...
I'm sure I've looked this up before, like when I was originally doing news for this game. I just don't remember it, and I'm afraid I didn't research
They
it before.
made a game called Ninja Knight, which is a handcrafted flat design challenge action game for Android. And that's it.
Oh, you said multiple games.
When I looked up Kumi Souls Games, Google pulled up. People also search for Gestalt, Steam, and Cinder.
Oh yeah, that's another upcoming, supposedly Metroidvania title that's coming out.
But that wasn't made by these guys.
So we got a little bit of a survival horror thing going on as I suicide run this love escape letter. That was the most disappointing suicide run. Gotta hear about somebody's love letter. Well, let's go ahead and read it. Let's see if any of the enemies can get to me while I'm doing this. And we must run away. Only Junus' door is left. It's still open. Let's leave. Junus' door. Junus is the second time we've heard Junus. Take your stuff and let's meet in 2 days. At your place. We'll find a carriage that will take us away, except we got the carriage flyers as they're not going.
So I pulled up... Oh, go ahead.
I collected the last jewels that we had at home, and I'm sure that they're enough to corrupt a coachman. Okay, I see. They're trying to bribe somebody. I know you can't reply to this letter, but if you happen to read it and they haven't confined you yet, please leave your scarf in the place we met for the first time. I will understand. And that was from Arthur, looks like. Anyway, what were you saying? Arthur.
I pulled up their Kickstarter for this game.
Uh-huh.
It might be good to read through the. No, there's actually not a long features list. The features. The main features of the game are satisfying reactive combat system, a high number of different weapons, use of a number of special buffs to power up your weapons, a variety of magic spells to support your combat, a giant world with terrific environments, and a highly detailed pixel art style.
So those bat people weren't there before. I'm wondering if you don't kill people, if the bats, like the enemies, like if you don't kill enemies the first time you pass through, I wonder if they upgrade.
Yeah, but you ran into a bat without running past anybody the first time.
Sure, but that's like the Crimson Head zombies. Like, look at this. So maybe they all upgraded after I got that key, or maybe it's because I didn't kill them. It's an interesting...
I'd like that. If every time you don't kill them, especially if there's a lot of backtracking, they make the enemies more difficult. That's actually really cool if that's what they're doing.
Yeah, that's neat. Like, no, this guy didn't upgrade, so maybe not.
Potential change in the game.
No,
that's a cool idea.
like my first inclination is don't attack anything because they don't drop. They don't have a guaranteed drop. But the idea that they might upgrade definitely changes that dynamic a lot. I'm going to go this way because it's easier, unfortunately.
Slow evader.
Slow evader. Anyway, we got about 10 minutes left. I don't know how much is left of the demo, but we'll go as far as we can. Just
You know what this reminds me of is Sim Tower, the old game from like the 90s. If you got a tower that was self-sufficient, making a small amount of money every month, you could put the game's speed on the fastest speed and then minimize the game, and it would actually run like 10 times faster than if the game was open, and then you could just rack up an enormous budget.
nice. Yeah, I used to do that, actually. It's basically a clicker game in that fashion.
Yeah, it kind of was.
I did the same thing. I just left it on overnight.
Oh, jeez, if you're being attacked on the elevator.
Well, on the plus side, we could kill all the monsters before we got to our destination. That guy clipped me with his wings. I'm tempted to try and grind enemies to get healing items, but at the same time, I'm kind of trying to beat the clock a little bit.
Yeah, we've only got about 10, 12 minutes.
Yeah. Although I will exploit these guys, because I don't know if there's an easy way. Well, maybe I could just go past them. That bat's going to come down, though, and it might cause trouble.
Don't
do it! Don't do it!
I wonder how much damage the fire does.
Ouch. Alright, this is the new area. Hopefully there's a checkpoint soon. The level design is great, by the way. What happened? I just... Oh, wait. So I just kind of teleported up the ladder.
Oh, hey. A bigger bat. Well, he shouldn't mess with you because he's eaten already.
I'm really wishing I switched my spells before this.
Fresh meat, fresh blood.
Gods.
Is there more? Who are you and what are you looking for? Everything.
Interesting that they can talk.
You see.
Not common for the monsters to do that.
Maybe he's going to be your buddy. He's the first shop.
Look at me, you little worthless human. They say everything will come to an end, that we will live again.
So if he became a monster because of the infection, when did he start referring to other people as humans and him as something else?
That occurred to me as well.
I figured this was the end of the demo.
Waiting like me, who needs your fresh blood.
That's a great way to end this, I think. Tease the boss or whatever. I wonder if he'll talk in the final game.
Oh, I hope.
Well, that was the Last Faith demo. I can say I'm excited for the final product. I did mention a few criticisms that I would... Obviously, anything I say, you can take it or leave it, of course. If the game is as is released as a final product as is, I think it would be still a great game based on what we have played so far, assuming it keeps it up for the entire time. I thought the level design was great. Oh, go ahead.
And they fixed the elevators.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That is one thing that you do need to fix before the game is released, is the elevators at the very least. I think that part is unacceptable. But everything else was very good. I think the contact damage, the healing item maybe reworked, although, as you saw, I was able to get good past all of that just by ignoring enemies. I'm definitely interested in seeing how some of the mechanics that seem to be happening pan out, like the possibility that if you don't kill enemies that they upgrade later. Lots of cool things going on there. Any thoughts, Nick?
I don't know, pretty much aligned with what you were saying. Most of my thoughts come out of my mouth as soon as they hit them, so...
The pixel art's great. Keep up the good work. Look forward to the end product. And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week.